Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda who loves like defender of the fatherland, your beacon of enlightenment in these dark ages that represent the 21st century. Off here to 2v2 on Elst Outskirts. In the northwest stands Ihitto and Panzer IV, that's definitely not going to be confusing name here, fighting for the German army. Ihitto here with the DAK and Panzer IV with the Wehrmacht, forming up here with the 26th Panzer Division in the southeast. We have here Mule, and it is Symbiosis, fighting up here with the British-American task force here, with the US 1st Infantry Division supporting a advance by the British 7th Armoured, the Desert Rats, of course, totally without any friction, because Monty is, of course, totally not a not nice guy. And we got Armoured here for Mule with a Jeep rifle start here. We got PanzerIV half check out there for Ihitto, Panther IV with Dull Pioneers Grenadiers, and finally it is Symbiosis with a double section sapper opening. So, we're off to the races. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous, heroic, and absolutely splendiferous support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep, sacrificing themselves and typing into the comment section or liking the videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms, which others like to drag me up behind and shoot me. So, off to the races here. German Grenadiers already hard at work day in those sandbags, only to find themselves meeting under fire from the British forces, as Lee Enfields, of course, quickly propped up in the windows. In the south here, Sappers descending upon a lone isolated pioneer squad here. Bit of light skirmishing, and far up north, the lone Jeep here just, races ahead there. Almost went airborne, if anything. And clashes here with Ihitto's northern forces, so there's a lot going on. It does appear the Mule and Symbiosis are working together to focus on the sort of forestry area, ignoring the construction yard up north. Which is interesting to note there. It also appears like Mule might be looking to exploit situations here around his teammate, but also look to probe and pressure Panzer IV and Ihitto a bit. So there you go. Grenadiers counter-attacking it, catching the British forces a bit exposed, and there you go. Nice southern flank here by Panzer IV. Avoids the main British force and goes straight to the fuel point, even turn their own sandbags against them. Devious. So, really active opening here. All four players just really committing hard. Not any player just sitting back there with a nice drink and some chips, biscuits, or what have you. I'll have you know those are crisps. Shut up, Jenkins. I don't think the Germans care much about that distinction. Section flanking it, catch the Grenadiers in a bit of an awkward spot. And there we go, Allied players already managing a triple cap here on the forces of the Reich. Grenadiers being flanked by the section, not looking great if we do get a Grenadier squad flanking that section. And we got Mule with a lot of infantry, so a lot of action here, but north side, the construction yard, definitely seems to be just largely untouched. People, I guess, just prefer a more, forestry dense area there. Big fans of the woods. Reginald, I always said being in contact with nature is much healthier for you. Oh, so being shot in it? Why, yes, obviously. So skirmishing here continues, Grenadiers flanking in. So what will happen next? We'll have to see. Here we got a recce package there on the way for Symbiosis infantry section, giving them some scoped Lee Enfields for a bit more accurate fire. Of course, giving effectively marksman there to the unit. Typically, though, any squad or section would only have one marksman. For some reason, they always handle 2 or 3 of these rifles, but typically, no matter which army, which sides are on there, typically the total number of marksmen in any squad would have been 1. Even though the Fuhrer at some point had some pretty fanciful ideas with the G43 before the Sturmgewehr became a thing. But little fun there, tactical fact. So we've got skirmishing there. We got Grenadiers here out. Note officers' quarters course here for Panzer IV. So that's a pretty heavy tier 1 there. In fact, he's got 4 Grenadiers out even. Wow. Might be a breakthrough choice here, maybe not. We'll have to see there. Weapon support center for Mule, so that means 30 cals, bazookas, maybe a sniper here up north. We do get Mule here probing the German northern lines here under Ihitto. Is seemingly investing a lot of resources, meanwhile into taking up faster. And 25 pounder gun signing off here already. So we see the lines of Panther 4, they're getting bombarded. Let's pop out him. Also noting Italian infantry here. Panther 4 has gone for Luftwaffe and is going for the Panzergrenadier combat. 4 grenadiers then. Ah. Interesting choice there to Symbiosis. I'm going to figure maybe Fallschirmpioneer snuck in there, but just like Fallschirmjägers, I'm seemingly the only one who really uses Fallschirmpioneers a lot. Again, I feel like they might want to like just overhaul these units a bit. But enough about that. Artillery rain down death here from above. We got a strafe run inbound here from the Luftwaffe, and there we go. I mean, obviously, bunch of infantry there, really great target. It's obviously more to this battle group than just the, you know, cheaper reinforcements. The strafing run in the right hands can be quite handy as well, that said. Pushing his like a bit here, getting attacked from several sides, and not enough forces nearby. He is a bit scattered here. Yeah, Pioneer's wiped. Flamethrower drop, though, which isn't all bad, but certainly still hurts a bit here at Fort Panzer 4. Meanwhile, Ihitto and Mule continue to sort of have a bit of a standoffish relationship there. Panzer Grenadiers there, Pack 4, actually cancel the Pack 40 there. So yeah, obviously no Fallschirmjägers. Again, highlighting the great irony of this Fallschirmjäger-oriented battle group, they don't see any play. Because Panzer Grenadiers basically beat the Fallschirmjägers, and Grenadiers again have a bit more utility with the Fallschirmpioneers, who just, again, are just sort of stuck in this weird spot. They're not bad, but again, the whole 4-man squad element kind of undercuts them, plus a lack of grenades. Also, the MG-15 upgrade is pretty underwhelming to the point I'm not even sure if it actually counts as an actual upgrade. Like, sometimes I'm even suspecting it might actually be a bit worse. But enough about that. Up north here, Panzer Pioneer striking in. We can see there, Ihitto them in great work on the northern side of the fact that Mule just isn't putting much effort in there. Symbiosis with Indian Artillery is going for the Humber armoured car. One of many armoured cars the British Army operated. Like, they had a lot of armoured cars, and they actually went pretty extensively in on them. Upgrading and upgunning many of them. Like, if you think the Puma, the British, like, you know, just kind of outdid that, in a sense. They even had some armoured cars with rocket launchers mounted on them. I think it was the Staghound, where they basically had Tulip rocket launchers mounted on them. Yeah, bet you didn't think about that. Well, anyway, Squassatori here. Some Italian elite assault engineers here charging forts with Lancia Fiammas backed up an armoured car here. Ihitto now turning the offensive, only to find his offensive running headlong into an armoured car. Further south here, German forces here with Panzer Grenadiers striking straight into a mine. Pack 40 now on the way here. Fallschirmjägers obviously selected, but likely won't be called in unless it's like, you know, an emergency and they need some troops immediately on the point. And an officer's quarters for the Panzergrenadier Company. Now, that is interesting. Could he transfer out some of the Grenadiers than for Panzer Grenadiers? I mean, at that stage, if you're doing that, you might as well, I'd honestly say, but... Humber, though, here, caught in a bad spot here. Yeah, looks like Symbiosis underestimated Ihitto a bit here. And Ihitto's about to punish Symbiosis for that mistake. And there we go, Humber armoured car knocked out by the 250-9 armoured car. Pretty intense match here across the sort of forest line here. Though again, construction yard remains just, you know, untouched almost. Strangely serene and quiet. Another strafing run here. Panther 4, though, sadly not having much luck there with his strafe so far. Counter-attack here, though, by the 5th Panzer Grenadier Regiment. The company. Going in aggressively, Panzer is also leading the way, Grenadiers providing backup fire. And we see a Symbiosis very rapidly forced to withdraw. Looks like things are heating up here in more than one way between Ihitto and Mule here in the north. Just Rapner racing in there. Backed up by a 30 cal. Good old 30 cal. 250-9 moving in here, supported by a mix of German infantry units. Training almost done there for Symbiosis' glorious chaps. And there goes Saps in trouble. And he's moving forwards. Panzer companies are rushing straight ahead here. Panther 4. I'm gonna be disappointed if he doesn't go for Panther 4s and he actually go for Sturm Panther 4s. I'm going to be very disappointed in Panther 4 then. Very disappointed. I'm just saying this up ahead. Meanwhile, Scott out here for Mule against Scott has made a huge resurgence and is now very commonly, again, one of the reasons you go for this battle group, besides these hit and cheap reinforcements, you just go because the Scott is a real pain in the posterior. There you go. Applying more pressure to the Germans, in particular Panther IV here, lacking, well, any armor to hunt it down, is going to struggle a bit there. But now the Panzer Company stands ready. And we got the Panzer Commando as well there for Ihitto. In fact, let's pop over to his perspective. And Armoured reserves on the FM over to Mule. He's going for Demolitions Package, which also, if I remember correctly, gives them extra telemines. Not telemines for the anti-tank mines. Flares being used here to good effect. And there you go, combining that, of course, here with the Scott for a White Phosphorus barrage, impeccably positioned here. Which actually cuts off the retreat of the Pack 44's going to have to get closer, which exposes it to more fire. Very devious there by Mule and Symbiosis there. Artillery corners will have really bad position now here for Panther IV. Going to end up losing the Pack anyways. And the Allies running off of that would, of course, be significantly beneficial to them.
Our anti-tank gun is out of commission.
South side here, fight for the zone. The field point is also collapsing here, and there go British forces running off that Pack 40.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Ihitto, though, guessing it's going to be a Panther IV here. There could be the Stuks. Probably won't be, but it could be. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. A lot of grenadiers, of course, need reinforcement and healing. Though again, transferring some of that for Panzer Grenadiers, honestly, I think would make sense. I mean, since most of them are veterans one anyways, it's not like he's going to lose a lot of experience. And again, more Panzer Grenadiers, I think, would do him a lot more good here.
The enemy has claimed our
but I digress. BAR's on the other for Mule, getting his men a bit more upgraded with the Browning automatic rifle here. Which is this the A1 or is it just the regular one there?
The enemy has claimed our sector.
No, the A regular version there was actually a World War I vintage version there, which didn't even have semi-automatic fire, just had automatic fire and slow automatic fire. Another fun fact about the BAI is, while it did have a bipod, you can see that apparently a lot of troops just kind of threw it away because it's kind of heavy and unwieldy, and they could throw it away. And the thing about apparently when it comes to US infantry is, if they could throw away something, they had attempted doing so. Much to the annoyance of quartermasters. Pack ready being descended here, definitely a bit awkward there for Ihitto. And here, British forces encountering a wall of German infantry there. Strafing runs again. That said, Panzer IV strafing runs continue to need a bit of calibration there. Heading the quantity, and we got Starstormer as well there. I mean, thumbs up, but it only feels like a bit of a weird force composition to some extent, considering what's going on there. But it's a lot of infantry, and that's definitely, you know, what you want to an extent to be doing as the Wehrmacht. Rather than trouble the Panzer Grenadiers, his sappers forced to withdraw. Grenades are being chucked left and right here, further south here. German forces making steady headway. Sappers in trouble as well here. The German waves are breaking through the Allied lines here, and a new line of defense will have to be formed to, like, halt this. And there we go. Panther IV has been called in here by Ihitto with some assault grenadiers running along with their MP40s. The Maschinenpistole 40. That'll obviously be a bit of a boost there to Ihitto and the Germans. It's caught here by Gurkhas and Reiki sections there, displacing a lot of lead. Mines exploding, Starstorm moving in. Back at the Allied base. We're not seeing further tech from Mule. In fact, we're seeing some pits going up, the likely machine gun position there. Up north, things starting to get a bit more lively here between Ihitto and Mule, though. Just a bit more. Humber, though, has arrived here to assist against the German troops in the south, leaving just the Starstorm to hold the line.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Panther IV breaking through the lines, catching a rifle squad here. And there we go, double anti-tank gun volley there, slamming into the Panther IV. Second volley, though, completely whiffs. Got the 4 anti-tank grenade man to blow out the engine. And further south, the Grenadiers fight with the Humber. And thankfully for my sanity, Panther 4 did indeed go for a Panther 4. And over here to Symbiosis. Of course, got a loiter there. Further south, the Glen is better trouble with the Humber armored car. Panther 4 versus the section.
Victory point lost.
Massive blast there. Further south, though, British forces here of the 7th Armored Lane claim to the forest here, but we got a big German push going in here. Starstorm and Panzer Grenadiers, and of course Grenadiers, all forming up a pretty hefty assault force that will be a bit tough there for the British to laugh with. Of course, it would help if the Panther Force there to support it. Up north, Ihitto and Mule, though, are in a bit of a twist here. We do see the flanking attempt by Ihitto. And now we got Panther 4 with the loiter. Mine's getting shredded there as well. But fortunately for Mule, the Scot was clear of that at least. South, the assault is not going as smoothly as I would have figured it would here. And in fact, we see here that most of Panther 4 Starstorm rather got summarily cut down by the British. Possibly hitting a mine. So much action though. I mean, got a bazooka team going for the cutoff point there. And yep, God, you know what? That's the Grenadiers got the flamethrower, dropping its flamethrower again. And trying to capture the Panzers, they also get wiped. Man, that flamethrower's cursed, isn't it? So they're going in, and the Pack 40 gets wiped. Panther 4's being rushed in, but not looking ideal here for Panther 4. Just suffered some pretty extensive losses. But, oh! Symbiosis suffers a wipe too. Not good. Up north, Ihitto is pushing back against Mule here, who's falling a bit back for now. Still no tech for Mr. Mule. Humber there being fixed up, and we got there the company command post finally going up for Symbiosis. A lot of manpower being floated. Might be he's planning caches or some foot guards. We'll have to see.
Panzer officers shall take up residence.
And officers' quarters there for the Panzer Company. Meaning he's going to have like officers' quarters for every single one of his buildings actually built, which is fairly impressive. Not all players, I think, would do that, but you do see some players actually committing to that. Ooh, that's risky there. Yep, Ori almost loses the entire Panzer Pioneer squad here. And the Pack is in deep trouble. Not much going on there for Ihitto, but I guess he's not quite paying attention. In the south, though, British force under Symbiosis once more forcefully pushed back. Panther 4 there. Panther 4, meanwhile, kind of has the engine working and it can actually withdraw here. Mule there sitting into swift pursuit, and we got a Crusader tank there for Symbiosis. So much action, never a dull moment here, is there? But there you go. More combined push here by Panther 4. Task Force Ihitto out of the forests.
The enemy has taken a victory
Up north, Mule continues to sink his claws into the northern half of the map here, even as Ihitto counterattacks with the 2nd Panzer Grenadier Company of the 26th Panzer Division. Good lord, Symbiosis is floating like 1,000 manpower. Does appear to be a bit of a habit he has. Not sure how I feel about that. I definitely would not recommend it. I mean, again, you can go for caches to assist him and his teammate. You can go for like more Gurkhas, artillery,
The enemy has cut us off.
mortars. I feel like just he shouldn't be floating like 1,000 manpower. But not when he's, you know, not that high up there. That's that. Panther 4, the striking rival squad up here. Another Panther 4. Panzer 4, again, totally not going to cause any confusion here. Perfectly normal.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Meanwhile, Panzer Force Panzer 4 is striking at the recce section, assisting here. Ihitto around the center. Could dive on this cutoff point, though, of course, we do. Oh, he's only now upgraded the machine gunners. That's a bit lucky there for Mule. That didn't become necessary before now. Ihitto, who's seemingly saving up for the time to Mule, who is going for some survival training and another machine gun. But otherwise, he's mostly got like infantry and bazooka teams. Like, he's seemingly not taking up many. He basically just went armored for like a Veterans 1 Jeep and then the Scott, it seems. Which is definitely one way to play armored. On the face of increasing larger numbers of German tanks that may have some slight weakness. But yeah, he's got 3 bazooka teams, which of course upgraded with the improved bazooka rockets can be a bit of a nuisance to deal with.
Research underway, Commandant.
All the stuff going on here. Got 125 to 344. Allies still have a massive lead here with the Germans at the moment. Massive. Humongous even. In the center, the Mule is trying to break through here. And we got the armored side for the Panzer 4s. 2 thumbs up there. 2 Panzer 4.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Popping a few snares. You can see the Mule's infantry is definitely taking a bit of a beating in the south. The Crusader moving up here. Setting off a mine. They're a bit of bad luck there for the Germans. Or possibly good luck if that was a British mine. And there you go. Anti-tanks again, aim moving, catching the Panda 4s. They are being forced to withdraw here. Fortunately for Panda 4, they're actually firing at the backwards one, meaning it's actually the one that was with more health. Otherwise, that could actually be in the Panda 4. They're going down at that stage. But that says, you know, unit prioritization can be a really important thing in those circumstances. Panda 4 there with an engine blown out. He is getting awfully close to the Tiger tank, though. There you go, regular artillery. The bazooka team's going to take out that Panda 4 unless it gets lucky. Which apparently did. That was indeed quite lucky. But the Scott come out and finish it off here. Yep. Almost had it. In the south, we're fighting here between Panda 4 and Symbiosis continues to be absolutely intense. Panda 4 for now is surviving, but finally went down. But Ihitto again. Seconds away from a Tiger tank here. More grenades, more explosions, and there you go. The Tiger has arrived. Schwere Panzerabteilung 504 deploys a Tiger. So that'll obviously be a bit of a booster to the Germans, but they're down to less than 100 points here. Something needs to change, and it needs to change soon here, I think. Casualties starting to pile up. We got here Mule with another rifle squad briefly considered, but decides against it. That would have put him at 5 rifle squads and then 3 bazooka teams, but no, instead he goes for another Scott. There you go, anti-tanks moving forwards. Another loader here out of Panda 4. Gets the Crusader tank there. It's a definite win there for the German army. Not massive, but it does ease the pressure there and allows, I think, Panda 4 to move a bit further ahead here. And there you go, Tiger tank arrives to start sledgehammering its way here through the American lines of Mule. Kicking like a mule, if you will. Ha ha ha. Scots are definitely going to fall a bit short here. The bazooka teams will have to either get really close with the satchel charge or need to, you know, just hit the Tiger tank from the flanks.
75 points remaining.
75 points left for the Axis forces. You do need to get hands on more than one victory point, and you need to do it pretty fast. And there you go, massive force of allied anti-tank assets. Both anti-tank guns and bazooka teams are rapidly moving in there, and of course he's quickly moving in to try and hit the Tiger tank from the side. Do get a grenade assault here, not enough though. Coh3 push back here, And suddenly Ihitto's Tiger tank is far in there, but with limited support, and there you go. We got snares, we got bazookas, and a good chance of an anti-tank self-charge as well. Yes, indeed. Now the other bazooka team joining in. The Tiger tank here is at a high risk getting knocked up pretty fast. Yes, indeed. And with that, the Tiger tank goes down very rapidly. That was a definite tactic right there by Ihitto, dumping in the Tiger tank like that without triggering its flank.
The enemy have taken our territory.
That was a very large mistake, and that is secured a Mule here. Very easy Tiger kill. Oh, the Panda 4 who's going for another Panda 4. Excellent. But he's still not done much with infantry. No to Symbiosis, who's not quite floating 1,000 manpower anymore. We need to pull back that Panda 4 though before Mules and Symbiosis enter tank and knock it out.
We have lost a Panzer 4.
And Panda 4 loses a Panda 4.
Panzer 4
Tragic. 63 versus 336. Situation here for the German army is getting a lot less nice for them. There you go, one dinged up Panda 4. They've of course got a more nicer condition one here. Pack 40 there being hauled off a British gunner cruise. 63 to 327. They do have 12 victory points now, and they're working on towards the third one, but the gap between the Germans and the Allies is still pretty significant. Panzer have been pushed back. Panda 4 there, and artillery called in the centre here. Rangers artillery being called in.
We have lost control of a victory point.
And to get out of there before all the artillery hits there. Scots racing onto that northern point here, catching the Guastatori. Will be interesting to see what Ihitto does next. I mean, I don't think trying to go for another Tiger tank here is going to be particularly sensible. I think he's going to have to like consider just another Panda 4 here. British forces rapidly descending upon the centre here. Pacific teams have been forced away.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
300 points left, less than that in fact. So the Germans slowly possibly turn things around, but the outside of Messer there go night wash, white phosphorus barrage there across the centre. Fighting for the centre is as absolutely ruthless and bloody as ever. Neither side giving the other one much quarter here. Vast clouds of white phosphorus descending like a thick fog. Panda 4s there are being absolutely worked here by Panzer 4, and we got Lloyd as well here trying to break up the Allied assembly here. Almost had one of the Scots here. Would have been great, of course, if they could have taken it out, but that fell short here. Of course, worth noting, theoretically, Mule could have tried to recover the Tiger tank, and theoretically, Ihitto could still do that with their recovery vehicles, but I doubt that's going to happen, though. At least try and recover that Panda 4 there.
Losing control of a sector.
Anyways, descending up here, or passing up there. Got a pack crew, another loss here to the German army into the hands of the Allies.
You must do something.
Not looking great. 49 points left. And we got a Panzer escort then countering the Scots. Almost had it there.
The enemy has
So close, yet so far. Strafing runs. Got the pack crew at least halted and existing.
Now, sector overrun.
And the Scot actually went down, and that's a small win, I guess, for the Germans. So, pretty hefty stuff here. We've got 49 versus 290. Clock is ticking. Fresh assault on the centre, and in the south here we got a Grant tank out for Symbiosis, signing it's time for the bigger tanks. Thumbs up. He's also got a fuel cache, ammunition cache there, so he actually spent some of that map on that. Thumbs up. 49 is 283. Pack's about to get hosed out of existence. Pack crew down. In this end of their finding, also heating up. Rifleman in deep trouble.
The adversary is trying to take one of our points.
Craft squad's about to get exterminated. Down they go. Huge blow. Another Panda 4 there for Panda 4. And the south here, though, he is getting utterly evaporated, though. His stars are about to get wiped out, which is definitely going to be an expensive loss here. And not one he can easily afford, considering how overstretched his manpower resource. He hasn't even gone for, like, cheap reinforcements there. That's, like, his last selected thing, which is honestly a bit baffling. 49 turn 64. The Germans almost had a triple cap there, but, yeah. Things seem deteriorating here again for the Germans. Back to Ihitto and to Mule. We do have the EC-80 that's worth knowing is the one that can be called in. Grenades are being chucked. Pack crews in danger. We also got like a lot of allied anti-tanks about here. 2 6-pounders and a Pack 40 there.
Our AT gun has been...
And declaring the Pack 38. Guessing he's going to destroy that. Not much point in having that now. Yeah, the situation here with the Germans is looking increasingly dangerous. We also got another Panther 40 at Ihitto. Rounds are being slammed here. Grenadiers putting up a bit of fight here around the victory point. But not much cover there out in the open. White forces being unleashed. We got 49 trying to 49.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Anti-tank and halt there on the move. Grenadiers are being overstretched, no extended. And in the center, the Allied forces make a run for that victory point. As Mule and Symbiosis commit, we even got to push for the northern one. Though a counterattack here by Ihitto. Oh, satchel charge here. Oh, he's not paying attention. Oh, goodness. Somehow they end up not being full wipe here to on Ihitto. That was really close, though. And we do get a recovery vehicle out here, Mule. And he is recovering the Tiger tank. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me. Oh, dear. I'll be actually going to see a recovered Tiger tank in service of America. Panther 4, the moving ahead. Almost cut the Tiger tank, recovered. Oh, God. Wassatora moving in. Satchel charge down the Panther 4. Another one moving in. Oh, that's a Panther Ihitto. Trying to get it. Recovered, but also take it out. Can they do it? Oh, yes, they got the Tiger tank. They got the Tiger tank recovered. Oh. An actually recovered Tiger tank in service of America. Panther 4 hits a mine. Grenadiers almost wiped out as another mine goes off, and the Tiger tank bounces a shot from Panther 4's Panther 4. And he's hit at heavy engines, and the Panther 4 can barely move. Oh, goodness, this match. Another Panther 4 to... Mule there taunting his opponent because he actually has a Tiger tank for once. 49 to 19. And we got Grand Swing in here, further exploiting the chaos course now. Panther 4 is no more.
Our brave infantry has been killed.
Television trouble as well here. I would say at this point, yeah, that is GG, game over. A stinging blow here to the Axis forces in more than one way. So there you go. Absolutely brutal match. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Legion. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.